As I said earlier, it gives me great pleasure to
Give me great pleasure, lover. You could fill this up.
To pay my respect. A respect I truly believe all of us bear. As indeed the Royal North East Fusiliers has borne its trials and tribulations. Its victories and the times when things have not quite gone its way. When, in the teeth of the fray, in the very forge and furnace of battle, they have carried the battle to victory against impossible odds. The respect and gratitude that the people of this nation owe the Royal North East Fusiliers. It was in the Crimea that the Royal North East Fusiliers tasted first blood. Joining late in the action, it lost 60 men on its first day. But undaunted, they fought on and lost another 200 the following day.
Aye! And for what? For the likes of yous! That's what it's like. What do you want? Tell them about Backlash. You know what I'm talking about.
Get him out of here. They died for the likes of him.
Harry, I can't come back. Look, I'm out of town. I'm on to something. It could be a story. And anyway, I'm meeting someone.
Never mind could be, Alice. I've got a story and I want some digging done.
What, a pacifist puncher?
That's right. Legion Hall lunatic. I need some names.
Yeah, well, look, I'll do it when I can. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Surrounded by factory units and waste ground.
What, any slag heaps, canals?
No, I can't see any. Why?
Hey up!
Oh, ha-ha, very funny.
Snappy was worried, in case you weren't safe out here.
How did you know I was here?
I read your diary.
What?
Women's Refuge, is this it?
Look, I'm onto a good story here. You know they're going to close this place down because there's no funding.
Yeah, I know.
Well, these women are going to end up on the streets, or worse, they're going to have to go back to violent husbands.
I know, Alice, it's OK. What you need is some pics. Snappy?
Oh, hang on a minute, Harry. I'm not sure about this, you know. Harry, hang on a minute.
Right, come on.
Oh.
Rattle a few of these off. I've got to get back.
Excuse me?
Hi, are you Sandra?
Yeah.
I'm Alice Craig from News Associates. You said to come about 9:30?
I said no photographs, please.
No pics, no story, love.
Well, this address is confidential. Look, I've asked you nicely, please.
Look, you need funding, don't you? OK? You need the press, we need pictures. I mean, I don't make the rules.
I need safety for the women. It's a refuge, not a pantomime, please.
Yeah, whatever you say. You all right, love?
She won't be if they close us down. Miss Craig, it's nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
I'm pressing all.
You're a man.
What's that you've got there?
There's a camera, Harry.
Does it work, or is it just as useless as you are?
He meant something, Snappy. Backlash. And that means something. Which means he means something. Which means somebody, somewhere, knows him.
Not round here, they don't.
Well, nobody just falls off the moon, do they? want this geezer found. He's got to eat somewhere, kip somewhere.
Steals food, sleeps rough.
Nobody's nobody.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Not all the time, anyway. Hi. What's this?
Copy.
Oh, Alice, Alice. This is not copy, love. This is a diatribe.
You haven't even read it.
I know oases of compassion in a sea of outrage. Mixed metaphors. Eh? A pond in a sea. It's just a splash. It's nothing.
Well, I think it sounds nice.
Well, they can all sound nice.
It was a quote.
Quotes are not what people said, but what people remember.
Yeah, well, this happens to mean something to me, Harry.
We don't just write for us. Now, you trim that or chuck it.
You're pushing it, Harry.
Well, I wouldn't if she wasn't any good. Go on, go and cheer her up. She'll be all right in a couple of years. Go on, you love her, don't you? Keep her. What do you want?
You're a miserable bugger sometimes, Harry.
What do you mean, sometimes?
I want to chat.
Is that all? Thought you might have wanted something else.
We can chat first.
You chat, I'll wait.
All right. I think our paper should cooperate more.
You've already scooped me twice on good stories.
Yeah, but we don't have to be rivals. We could help each other. I think we should talk about it. How about tonight, 8 o'clock, The Informer?
Women's Refuge. They're closing it down. Shame, innit?
Yeah. What's this for?
Well, let's say about 40 quid. It's all right. It's a peace offering. You can use that, can't you, eh? Might as well do some good when we can, or while we can. No point otherwise. Your pen.
Yes.
Hey, Josie. I got sacked.
Don, you can't get sacked from job creation.
I was testing the product. It's a big commitment for the customer. They got me for inappropriate use of a garden implement. No, they done me for skiving. Look, I need some help, Josie.
Don, this is serious. It's probably against the law.
It's not.
It's wrong.
It's not. So, yeah. You saved my life, Josie. I'll save yours. You wait. We'll be out of here. I know it. You wait. Out of here and away!
What are you eating? Baseball bat?
It's a baguette, Tommy. What are you cooking? Cockroaches?
Would I do that to my best customers? Anyway, package came for you.
Oh, who's it from?
Don't know, didn't see. I was out the back, stamping on me loyal following in the back cupboard, and there it was. Tax inspectors, is it?
Health inspectors.
Better watch out, lads. You're liable to get trodden on there.
Yeah, that's more like it. The eyes were sharper, though, more angry.
Yes, all right, Harry. I'm not Botticelli, you know.
Okay. More hair around the ear holes. I should delete that if I were you, Alice. I just know. Now, that is him. We'll get copies done of this.
Yeah.
And we go out, we go down to Sally Army, all right, Alice?
Yeah.
And then we go to the hostels, flea pits, clubs, everywhere. I want to find out who this bloke is, what his name is, who knows him, and also what backlash means, if it means anything. I see you dropped all men are bastards, then.
They are.
Only the bullies, Alice.
And what's the other kind, Harry?
Well, at least you've toned it down a bit. Oh, and son of a bitch is 4 words.
Don Webster.
Just kidding.
Know him. Everyone knew him. Hard top, head case, rebel without a pause, virgin killer. Plucked more flowers than a Tibetan herbalist. Know what I mean?
Don who?
That's right. Don who? Don where? I'll tell you where. He went quiet, but he didn't go low.
Did you write this?
He went low, but he didn't go quiet. Last I heard, he's taking out schoolgirls. Know what I mean? Do something, or I will. This is the moral majority, and scumbags like Webster need to be shut. Tonight, Route 66, 6:30. Webster, schoolgirl. You got it. Use it. Or put it away.
I've never heard of him.
No, he was very big in the 70s.
We are newshounds, Snappy, not archaeologists.
It's big news, Harry.
It's old news, which is no news. Know what I mean? You better bin that.
No, hold on, Harry.
Bin it.
So what have you got, eh? Some nutter mouthing off at the British Legion. Oh, yeah, big deal.
What I've got is a feeling.
Yeah, so have I.
Snappy.
I have on this one, Harry.
What I've got is a feeling that you've got some of this silly sod's records at home and you want to meet him.
He did some good stuff.
Don't waste film on him, mate. Let's see about what I've got.
Come on. Look, it's a legitimate expense. We're on a job. Order something.
I don't want a starter.
You have the patty. I'll have the crab.
The bastard, she's half his age.
You know, I used to pretend to be him at parties.
It's done. It took a while, but it's okay.
You saved my life, Josie. I don't know what I'd do without you. Will you marry me?
I wouldn't dream of it.
I do. What do you want, Josie?
Just some tea. Are you ever going to grow up?
No. So when you're old, I can be your toy boy.
Cup of tea for the lady, please.
Look, I think I'm onto something, right? There's a crack in the wall. It's not all dreams, Josie.
Don.
I've tried dyeing. I didn't like it. Not much. There's nothing down there, a snack for slimy things. You can't hear from an hole in the ground the sound of birds, a song of a young girl's laughter.
Is that your latest?
Yeah. It's a good tune, too.
Sing it for me sometime.
Shouldn't be nothing, Josie.
You're not nothing.
Not with you. My lucky star.
Oh, I could be doing a real job for real papers. Staking out something big. The fastest editing fluid in Darlington, and Snappy Babes, his trusted sidekick on the lens.
You know, I used to think you were way off it, you know, way off the planet. Wild Webster. Back in college, hair down to my arse. When I had hair, obviously. And when he sang it, well, like, I don't know, like God speaking. And punk happened.
I didn't know you went to college.
Don't ever, ever call me Snappy Babes, all right?
Here we go.
Gotcha.
Donna Webster, can I ask you a few questions?
Don?
Look, it's nothing. Look, keep away, right? Back off, buddy.
Am I
Stop
right
that.
in supposing this girl is still at school?
You're right, I suppose, and I'll smash you in
Is
the
it
face.
true
if
you're
you-
having sex?
Have you got hearing problems, Dad? I said back off! You keep your gob shut.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get the picture?
Yes, for God's sake, I got the picture. Will you stop being so bloody professional?
How do you think you're doing, you bloody hooligan? Give me that! Give me... Oh! You bastard! Somebody stole a paper.
Yeah, well, that's no big deal, is it? You usually give them away.
Yeah, well, he was stealing.
Yeah, I know. Come on. It's all right. It's okay. Come on, let it all out. You should see the state of me sometimes when I get home.
Harry, he was that man from the Legion dinner. You know, the one who came in.
Yeah. Come on, we better deal with this lot. All right? Come on.
going
Dee!
on?
Dee!
Call the police!
Get out of it!
Dee! Back in your room.
There was a door. I thought...
Olivia! Leave me alone.
Why? We shouldn't be alone.
I don't know you. I don't know who you are anymore. Please.
That's a lie. Dee, remember, we said we'd never. I've come back for you.
The police are here.
Who's made you lie to me?
I'll tell them everything you've done. If you touch her, they'll put you away.
But I love to touch you.
No, Steve.
What? Do I stink or what?
You leave her alone.
Filthy! Is that it? Is that the problem? Bad sword! Am I? I'm a bad sword! Huh? Rotten! Good rotten filthy! I just want him to talk to you!
Stephen, please go away.
I'm watching you.
So how did he get in? Smashed a window? Round the back?
What's happening, Alice? Hello.
There's a lot of terrified people here, Harry. You know, Sandra called me. It said it makes her point.
How did you know where I was?
I read your diary. Look, some husband broke in and then attacked Sandra and got upstairs and roughed up his wife and then legged it.
What's her name?
Oh, they're not saying.
Look, keep this lot talking.
Harry!
We're going to stay with you.
Excuse me, sir.
Forensic.
Mr. Salter, what the bloody hell are you doing here?
Working?
I'd spent hours building their trust and all he could do was go for his bloody story.
So what was the trust for? World harmony?
You're not cynical, Jonathan, so don't pretend you are. You know, I did him a favour. It was my contact. I didn't need to call him.
Well, why did you call him? He was probably having a very nice time with Cheryl. I think they're getting on. That didn't bother you, did it?
Shut up, Jonathan. I'm just saying that's all. He could have used a bit of decorum.
It does. Alice, I do believe you're jealous.
That's not funny. You can think what you like, but Snappy and I are very happy together.
I'm very glad to hear it. Good morning. Floppy disks, back copies of the local paper. Diane Mackay, that's who we're after. Get anything on her. You better get trawling. Oh, good morning.
How's your eye, Snappy?
Yeah, it's all right. There's your breakfast. Got a good story, though, Harry. Fading rock star thumps paparazzi.
That's not a story, mate. That is justice.
You coming?
Yeah. See you later. Bye.
See ya. How did, he know about the Refuge, Harry?
You read it in the Informer. It's on the front page.
Cheryl did a story.
I gave it to her.
My story?
Ours. I sold it to her. That's what we do with stories.
Not to local freebies, we don't.
She's got a news content now.
Yeah, off us. No, in fact, off me. I am not digging for stories if you're going to start handing them out, Harry. I mean, you wouldn't have given it to her if you weren't...
What?
Giving it to her.
You've got this all wrong, love.
No, Harry. You have love.
Josie! Josie!
Don, I can't see you anymore. They took pictures of us kissing outside the cafe, you and me.
I kissed me mum. Doesn't mean anything.
It does, and you know it does, Don. They said that we'd had sex. My dad'll kill me. I'm sorry, just go away and leave me alone.
You're my star, Josie. You're the muse. I'm Dante, you're Beatrice. You're my music, Josie.
I'm just a kid. I'm just a school kid, Don. Please go away and just leave me alone.
There she is.
Mrs. Mackay. Diane, Mackay.
Hi, I'm Alice Craig. We spoke a few days ago. We're from News Associates.
I'm not speaking to the papers.
Sorry to hear you've had such a hard time.
Thanks, but I'm not talking to you.
First losing your child like that, it must have been hard. They really ought to try and find a cause for these cot deaths, didn't they? Good friends of mine lost their kid just the same way. They were devastated. Well, I mean, I was. It all seemed so unfair. How did your husband take it? Well, he was there, though, wasn't he? On his own?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but you don't blame him.
He did.
Is that when all the violence started?
No, not straight away. Look, mister,
Salter, Harry Salter.
you mustn't print anything bad about him.
I'll only print what I know. And what I know is what I'm told. We are trying to help you, Mrs. Mackay, if we can.
If I tell you about him, you won't print anything I don't want you to.
Nothing that's untrue. It's up to you.
Well, she's got a good face. Photogenic in this light. That's a great photograph.
Seems like a nice kid, too. Probably a good talker. Lots of copy.
Yeah. Tarnished innocence. The smut, the scandal.
Corrupted youth. Plenty of sleaze.
They'll stick her on front page.
Banner headlines, fame and fortune.
Yeah, for us.
Of course, it'd ruin her and destroy her life.
Yeah, well, it would.
So what do you say?
Forget it.
Yeah.
You said he was, strange?
He did some jobs. He lost his job, you see. But he was okay, kept up, you know. Then he did some work with some friends. He went abroad for a while. I thought he'd met someone, you know. Came back very quiet.
Where'd he go?
Ireland, I think.
What did he do for a living, Mrs. Mackay?
Whatever he could. But it was hard to get by. After the last job, it was like something was in him and he couldn't get out. And the baby died.
What happened then?
Started arguing. I mean, we'd always argued, who doesn't? But these were fights. I didn't know his voice. I didn't know mine. Screeching.
Is that when he started hitting you? Look, I'd like to bring a photographer up here. Or you could always come to our office.
To get me sobbing.
Well, perhaps you've got some pictures we could use.
Just use the words, Mr. Salter. That's what we said.
Yeah, OK. There is just one other thing. How about a refill? It's really lovely.
All right.
Yeah, please.
Thank you. Get a copy of this.
You're joking.
We're not just here to wear our shoulders, now do it. Well, let me get this straight. He was made redundant, he took on lots of odd jobs, and then when he did come home, he was odd himself. And then he...
Hi.
Hi. Then there was the tragedy, your child dying. And this is when the violence started.
Yes, that's it. I think I need some rest now.
Yeah, fine. Hello? What's this you're reading?
Romance. It's rubbish, really. It's a dream.
Well, we all need dreams, Mrs. Mackay.
What's yours?
Oh, I just dream maybe one day I'll wake up.
Looks like it went over the top, just up there.
We traced the plates to a Donald Webster. He lived locally. We tried his house, but he's out. Not surprising, I suppose.
Wild Webster.
What?
Pop star he was a while back. Yeah. We were doing a story on him.
Well, I hope you've interviewed him already. If he's in there, he won't be talkative.
He was having it off with a schoolgirl. He'd had threats about it. Nobody underage, but it's a story, you know. Maybe we pushed him over.
I want names.
That's it. Mackay. Baby Claire died tragically. Funeral 27th of April. Deeply mourned by grieving parents. Diane Mackay and her husband Stephen Mackay, with friends from the Royal North East Fusiliers on leave from Ulster. Former Lance Corporal, presently unemployed, left the service 2 years ago.
What?
I don't know. She told me he got turfed out.
Yeah, well, they had a few reductions a while back.
Yeah. But he went back to Ireland after he left the army. Now, why?
Nostalgia.
Oh, come on. What's this backlash stuff, eh? Think about that. Alice phoned that regiment. They didn't know what she was talking about. But the speaker at the dinner the other night, he did. And he's from the Ministry of Defence. Now, is he part of those reductions?
Yes.
And he knew what Mackay meant?
You sold his story.
Yeah. Well, a bit of it. The Refuge stuff. Now, why would he go back?
I think he's dangerous, Harry.
No. He's a cuddly bunny.
I think it's all a bit dangerous.
Well, you get used to it.
I don't think you should go out on your own.
I am on my own.
I meant...
I know.
I'm not asking for commitment, Harry.
No one ever does. At the beginning.
Harry, there's been a man in here asking about you.
Asking what?
Nothing much. He said who worked up there. I said, you're joking, aren't you? You call that work? Well, I tried running the takeaway.
Hey, you ought to try running that takeaway, Tommy. What do you look like? What do you want?
He's asking about a guy named Mackay. Stephen Mackay. He's up from London, staying at the hotel. He's tall, thin, fair hair, on-rim glasses, sporty jacket. And he had a big Mac over his arm.
What, a wimpy on his back?
No. Anyway, he said, you won't tell anybody who was asking, will you? I said, me?
Guess if I'll kill up.
You appear to find me interesting.
Stephen Mackay is interesting, though, isn't he? Harry Salter.
The local news hound. How did you find me here?
Because you wanted me to.
Sharp, aren't we? And quite a digger. You sent a little snippet of something to a national newspaper.
Hasn't been published yet.
No, I know. And it's not likely to be.
What are you, press or something?
God forbid. No, I happen to know Stephen Mackay. And I'm concerned for him. And insofar as you've poked your nose into his business, I'm more than a little concerned for you.
You must be Army, then.
Captain Purvis, if you like. At your service.
What service is that, then? Were you with him in Ireland?
I met him after. I'm not a regular soldier, Mr. Salter. I'm in the medical corps. I fight for men's souls, their sanity. That's my war. It's not bloody, but it is terrifying. And sometimes I lose. I fear I lost Stephen, but I'm still in the field, and I'm still fighting for him.
So you reckon he's cracked?
I reckon you should be careful. He suffered a lot from the traumas. It's made him rather volatile.
I'm volatile?
Your little rages may break a teacup and deafen some office girl. Stephen Mackay is dangerous. What he needs is peace.
What you know about Backlash?
Nothing.
That's what Mackay was on about. That's why you're here. His show at the Legion dinner got you all scurrying out of your holes in London.
Stephen went a little mad. Paranoid. You shouldn't believe everything he tells you.
I might have to ask him myself.
I wouldn't advise it. Stephen can be dangerous, as I've said. But there are more dangerous things. Printing stories certain people don't want printed can be dangerous.
Is that a threat, Purvis?
It's information, which I know you thrive on. I'd rather you carried on thriving. Accidents happen.
Can you see anything? Shh. Oh, sorry, I don't want to wake his ghost, do we?
Well, they didn't find a body, so I wouldn't be too sure. What can you see?
Keyboards, guitars, pictures of him.
Evening. I suppose you'd better come in.
What are you doing?
Packing. What does it look like?
Your things.
His things.
So is he alive?
Old rock stars never die. They just get digitally remastered.
Right, where is he?
I had the police round my place asking about him and me. You try explaining that to me, Dad.
Well, they thought you'd know something. He'd had threats.
Who threatened him?
We don't know.
I do. He thought I'd be upset by his, whatever it was, his death or something. And he was right. So he called me.
Wyatt, last I heard, he's taking...
He thought if he could only get in the papers again, they'd sign him up. So he got you two chasing after him. There's the sex bit. Oh, that was nice. Thanks a bunch, Don. Then his mystery death. I think his next move was conspiracy theory. He asked me to drop you notes about it.
He set us up.
First time he got into the papers was when he punched a reporter. So he did that again too. I hope it hurt.
Yeah, him and you were, you know.
Ever heard of Friends? I liked him. I still do. He's an idiot and a git, but he's desperate. And he writes nice things. He sang to me.
What's in the envelope, Josie?
He couldn't sell his music. He couldn't get a job. He couldn't even get into college to get a job.
But you've given him packages before, haven't you?
Dirty pictures. You've got a dirty mind.
I want to see Josie. Josie?
Failing a decent comeback, there was always normality. If you could only get normal. GCSE maths. You need it these days. But it's kind of hard with half a brain.
You were helping him with GCSE maths?
Right. Where is he?
In hiding.
Where?
I'm sure he'd be delighted to see you.
Harry, it's Alice. I've tried to find Captain Purvis, but basically there isn't one in the Royal North East Fusiliers, and there doesn't seem to be one in any medical corps. There's a couple of Dr. Purvises, but none of them in the army and none of them psychiatrists, okay? Oh, and Stephen Mackay phoned. He said he wants to meet you.
Where?
He's just having his cocoa. Would you like some?
No thanks, no.
This is pretty wild, Don.
Okay.
What do you want?
You wanted to see me.
You wanted to see me. So what do you want?
I talked with your wife.
So did I. She's a nice kid. She's got some wrong ideas.
Have you got some right ones, then?
What do you know about me?
You were a soldier. You got chucked out. You felt let down. Your kid died.
Didn't die. I like to think she didn't die. She's up in heaven. Cute, innit? You don't know much, then?
Call near my wife again and I'll kill you. I had intended to, so you might as well kill me now.
Nice. Nice, Harry. So, you want to make a story of this, or what?
If it's interesting.
What makes it interesting? If I broke your legs, would that make it interesting?
If I broke yours, that'd be interesting. Look, tell me about Ireland.
We're walking about with "shoot me" etched on our asses. We did what we had to and got nowhere. You ever tried stuffing someone's guts back in? They shot at us, spat at us, and went home laughing. They blew up soldiers, coppers, civilians, and kids. And hopped over the border laughing.
And you chased after them?
Every day you go out there and you tell yourself, yes, I'll take it if it comes from my country. And you don't go back on that till they want to save money. You know the jobs I got offered when they kicked us out?
Backlash?
You're in deep shit, Harry. They wouldn't like you to know about that. They could snuff you, you know that. Oh, they'll talk to you first. Some goon from Whitehall will turn up, and they'll turn you against me.
They already have. I talked to your psychiatrist.
I never had one.
Tell me about Backlash.
A few of us. A few of us. The wasted ones. It was all unofficial. We went back. We tracked down some units we knew. Took them out. And I couldn't tell no one.
Not even Dee?
Silence. That was the order. Say nought.
Where'd you get the guns? You used guns, didn't you? Who supplied them?
The regiment. We went over. Met up, tooled up. Hopped down south. And did it. Let that out and you'll see heads rolling. You tell somebody about this. Do what you do.
You need to sort yourself out, mate.
Ah, sort it out! Get out. Go on.
What's all this about?
I like pubs.
That's an Irish pub.
There's an atmosphere in Irish pubs. Or you can make one, warm it up a bit.
Or you can leave them alone.
Yeah. If someone makes you. Get out! Go on! Shut up. Get out of it. All right? Thanks.
What for?
Listening. Now you make the others listen.
Alice, I've got a job for you.
I'm doing a job, Harry.
Well, forget that.
Don't give me orders. You know, you don't own this place and you don't sell my work for me.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry.
Look, you want to be the big professional around here, then act professionally. You know, give her chocolates, give her flowers, give her a good seeing to, but don't ever sell my work again, okay?
Well, if I don't, no one else will.
You arrogant sod!
All right. Okay. All right, we'll touch it. Pick them up. Alice, please, look, I am sorry. I'm really sorry.
I really hate you sometimes, Harry.
Join the club.
I don't trust Cheryl, Harry, whatever she says. You know, she's using us, and she's using you.
Well, we all use people, don't we, from time to time? Look, Alice, what I want you to do is find Dee Mackay. Get over that refuge. Beg your way in there. Tell her that I need her and bring her to this boozer, okay? As soon as you can. Drag her out if necessary.
Don't you ever stop thinking about your bloody stories.
This is not a story anymore. Tell her she is desperately needed. She'll understand what I mean. It's Stephen Mackay and some happy drinkers.
Now, please, will you do it? And yes, you are right. We shouldn't let personal attractions interfere with our work.
What are you planning?
I've planned.
What?
Quick-fire operation. Hit it, spill blood and sod off.
There's a lot of people in here.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Innocent people. They don't want any trouble.
Nobody's innocent. That's what they tell us. Kill a kid. But it's a British kid. Ah, well, that's okay. And we could take it. Professionals. Blow a leg off and watch him hop the rest of his life.
Come on, they've all come out for a drink. You're not doing any good. You're not going to put anything right.
Nothing's right. If we were right, they'd have covered our backs and finished them off. If they were right, we'd have pulled out. Nothing's right. There's just shit going down and people getting snuffed and crippled in the middle of it.
You could pull out now.
Oh, yeah. And go where? You can't pull out once you've got in.
Shit.
Till you've finished the job. Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
No.
What if I killed you?
I still wouldn't agree with you.
You don't know if I'll do it, do you? Funny thing is, neither do I.
It's not too late, Steve.
It's too late for me, Harry. It's too late for anything.
Look at them, they're ordinary people.
We did this unit down south. There was this woman. They shot back at us. We sprayed them. We got 2 blokes. She kept shouting, and then she went down. They saw this kid in the corner. Hit. I picked it up. She had nothing in her. When my own kid died, I thought it was her. And
Steve. Steve. Steve, don't hurt anyone.
It seemed right, Dee. It seemed so right. And we were angry.
Why didn't you tell me?
Tell no one. Mouth shut. I've done wrong, Dee. Rotten inside. And I couldn't tell you.
Hi.
Hello. You heard about the pub then?
Yeah, I did.
So what you want?
I came to find out if you were all right, Harry.
I thought you might have wanted my body.
Yeah, but I brought you this.
Well, that's nice. Harry carry out. 42A. Heavy on the prawn crackers.
Good night, Al.
You know, one thing I've realised, Snappy, right, is that they were right all along. I mean, they called me an idiot, and I said I was different, but I was just a different kind of idiot, you know. I mean, you know, we just use people. I used Josie. I'm not sure she'll ever love me again for that, but she's still here for me. She likes my music. They can like it, they can stuff it. It's what I've got. They can't take it away from me.
You know, Don, I've been dreaming of this for years.
Well, sometimes, Snappy, dreams come true. They could take my music, they can't take my soul. They could take my rubber, they can't take my roll. They could take my money, I'll give it for free. They could take my baby, and my baby takes me. Because my body's a talking. Body's a talking. Oh, my body's a talking. Body's a talking. I said my body's a talking, I can hear them say. Keep on talking, no
what's he on?
Memories.
We jammed with Webster.
Hello, News Associates. Not just at the minute. Can I help? This is Alice Craig.
That's who?
Oh, yeah.
Rock star legend rises from the grave.
Well, hang on, just one
It's all
moment.
right, you sold a story. I told you would. But what I sold, Jonathan, was a scoop.
I'm afraid not, Harry.
Hello, Salter here. Well, yeah, of course I've got backing on it. Yeah, all that stuff's completely verbatim, yeah? No, come on, you listen to me. Yeah, this is big. No, yeah, all right, I mean, nothing's too big. OK, yeah, no, I suppose I can't.
Stephen Mackay, the broadsheets won't buy it. Insufficient background evidence to substantiate sensitive allegations.
Oh, yeah? Meaning what?
Well, it means they lost their bottle. We've got plenty of others on the line.
Afraid not, Harry. This is the last of the tabloids. Insufficient background evidence to substantiate sensitive allegations.
That sounds like Purvis.
Who is that?
Just something that crawled out the woodwork.
You could always try the Informer, Harry. I understand you get on quite well with them.
They didn't take your battered woman piece either. That's the way it goes.
Which paper?
Not a paper, the council. They were not amused. However, they have offered to refund the Refuge.
Oh, well done, Miss Craig.
Right, enough of that. This is not Bobber Job Week. Let's make money. Get out there and get some news.
Some days you win a few, another time it's so brand new. Keep your head above the line, on truth you wine and dine. No smoke, no fire, just little white light. Names falling like the rain, one sweet as sugar cane. A message found to bang the drum. Never know which horse will run. Rivers flow on through your door. Just tell them what you saw. No smoke, no fire, just little white light.
The Stags go a-rutting.
It's all over for them after tomorrow.
Dave's only getting married.